Oh, my recorder was showing. Hello everybody, today I'm going to be doing a Call of Duty Snipers tier list, going from not sure, never used, all the way up to S. I'm going to be doing every single one in Call of Duty. Let's get started. I think this is the 3-line rifle. I'm not sure. It's a little bit cut off. Honestly, I would give that a C because like the handling was really weird, but the damage was pretty consistent. It just took some time to get used to though. Alright, now the Mosin Nagant from Call of Duty Vanguard. It's decent, it's really slow, but the damage is actually like pretty good and pretty consistent, so I like it. Now the not the AA-12, the AS-50 from Modern Warfare 3. I would give it a B, and by the way, this is off my personal opinion. Just because the zoom was really weird and didn't zoom that much, I would give it a B. The damage was pretty strong, but the zoom took a lot of getting used to. The Atlas 20mm from Advanced Warfare is up next. Now, this thing, it only had 4 rounds and you couldn't hip fire with it, so it felt really weird, and the zoom animation was kind of weird too. But it was a strong gun, and it consistently one-shotted people, so it deserves to be in the B tier. Now the AX-50. In Modern Warfare, I wasn't that really a huge fan of snipers because they were just really slow. I'll put it in B. It wasn't the strongest sniper, but it was pretty consistent. It was just really slow. Now the Black Ops 2 Ballista. This thing, it was really fast, faster than the DSR. It consistently did damage, pretty good one-shot kills, and really smooth animation and sounds. Everything about the gun is pretty much everything you could ask for. Now the COD 4 Barrett is up there too. I'd put in the A tier because it was a really strong sniper rifle, very consistent, but you could also spray it, and it was pretty good sniper rifle all around. Modern Warfare 2, pretty much the same thing, but it was just fast, smooth, and overall it felt smoother than the COD 4 version. And you could spray it like a little bitch if you wanted to as well. But yeah, overall it was a very good sniper, and it deserves to be in the S tier. Now Modern Warfare 3 Barrett. It wasn't as good as the Modern Warfare, I don't know. I don't think it was as good, but it's still a really good sniper rifle. I really like the Modern Warfare 3 Barrett. Consistent damage, the sound was kind of nice too, and overall, once again, a very good sniper rifle. The Barrett has been doing great so far. The Modern Warfare Remastered D25S, the fuck is that? I don't know, it was locked behind supply drops. The Dbsr 50, to be honest, I haven't really used the Black Ops 3 supply drop weapons, but I've used them a little bit, so I'll try my best to rank some of these. Maybe C tier. You know, it felt really weird. It came with iron sights, and you actually could shoot it twice before rechambering it. So it was like really weird. Very unique sniper. All the weapons in Black Ops 3 were really unique. Now the Delilah Carbine. I would say this probably goes in B. B or A, it's in between there. It was a really consistent sniper rifle. The speed wasn't too bad on it, and it came with an integrated suppressor, so that's a bonus added to that. The DMR1. I'm just gonna say not sure. I don't even know how I'd rank that, because honestly, a DMR shouldn't be with the snipers. That's just kind of weird. The Dragoon. Pretty shitty. It was really weak. It sounded like it shot out farts, and you had to reload individually. So if you were gonna have to reload individually, they should have made this thing a bit stronger, but it was just really bad and it handled terribly, so shit gun. The Dragunov from Black Ops 1. I don't think it was worse than the Dragoon, but it wasn't a good weapon either. The damage wasn't super terrible, and you could actually consistently get 2-shot kills, 1-shot headshot, but also it wasn't super fast, and also the recoil wasn't that good, so Overall, the Black Ops 1 Dragunov isn't really good. Now, the Modern Warfare Dragunov. Oh, the Dragunovs are coming up. Let's say B. Overall, this Dragunov wasn't super good, but to be honest, it did its job. The damage was way more consistent than the other Dragunovs. It would more consistently get one-shot kills, so it wasn't as bad as the other Dragunovs, to be honest. Now, the Modern Warfare 3 Dragunov is a different story. It was something else. I'll just put that in B. Cause, or maybe C. I don't know. I don't know how to rank this one, to be honest. I think C, because I don't think it was better than the Rsa, to be honest. You could put a ACOG scope on this and just make it into an assault rifle, but as a sniper rifle, it wasn't super good. It would consistently get 2-shot kills, but it was better to just slap an ACOG on it. COD 4 Dragunov, pretty much the same thing. Except the ACOG zoomed in more, so it felt really weird. The recoil was kind of bad, and the damage wasn't super good, so yeah, it wasn't that good. Drakken, basically the Black Ops 3 Dragunov. Lots and lots of Dragunovs everywhere. This one was slower, and the damage was pretty much the same, like the other Dragunovs, but people were flying around, so it was even more difficult to use. So the Drakken wasn't very optimal in that kind of environment. Oh god. Excuse me. Excuse me. Dbsr 50 is in S tier. Smooth, sexy ass animations, and amazing sounds, and consistent one-shot kills. I loved the DSR, and many other people did too. Sexy gun. Okay, the Ebr. This one is very weird to rank. I'll just put it in B, maybe B? Because all around, not bad. The sniper mode did its job. Pretty good one-shot kill damage. And the AR was in the middle as well. It did its job, did what it was supposed to do, so all around, both of the modes weren't really bad. Okay, I think this, yeah, this is the Gorenko. I've never used it in Vanguard before. The Javelina, I've heard it's good, but I'm not gonna pretend that I've ever used this thing. I've never used it before. I've almost never even seen it in the game. Now, the Hadir, yeah, because that's what it was called in campaign, the Hadir rifle. B. It was the strongest sniper rifle in the snipers category, but once again, it was just extremely slow and unsatisfying, so I didn't really like it that much. Oh my gosh. The intervention, seriously? This thing should have its own tier. I mean, this pretty much, like, when you think of COD sniping, you think of the intervention. Consistent one-shot kill, iconic sound and animations, and it's just the best of all time, in my opinion, so it's definitely in the S tier. I think this is the Vanguard version of the Kar98K. It's pretty good, actually. The zoom time is a little bit slow if you don't have attachments, but it was really consistent and faster than the Mosin, even though it was a little bit weaker. But overall, it was better than the Mosin, so Kar98K is A. Now, Kar98K in the original version of COD World War II is also an A. Pretty similar feeling to this one. Pretty fast, the speed wasn't too bad, the damage was very consistent, and you were getting what you wanted with this thing. It was pretty good. Now the Carbine, C tier, basically a World War II Dragunov. The Dragunov's been around for a long time, hasn't it? This thing was pretty slow. It had consistent 2-shot kills, but it wasn't satisfying, and I almost never see people using it, and I pretty much never use it, so yeah, Carbine is C tier. It's not the worst though. Now the KBS longbow. I never really sniped or even played Infinite Warfare that much, but longbow, if it were a boots on the ground game, it would probably be in B or A tier, but since it was flying jetpack bullshit and exoskeletons, shit, I think it's C tier, because it was consistent, did a lot of damage and stuff, but it was really slow, and that was gonna get you killed in a jetpack involved game. So yeah, in that environment, that gun doesn't belong there. The Koshka. Personally, I really like the Koshka. It was like between the Outlaw and the Paladin, to be honest. Pretty consistent damage, but also faster speed. Yes, I was getting some hit markers with it, but it was still really consistent. And since it's like an in-between kind of gun, it's really good. It reminds me of the Ballista, kind of. But it's not the same as the Ballista, obviously. Now, this is the L11 from COD Ghosts. I would say I wanted to put it in A tier, but honestly, I really like it, so A tier. The damage was consistent, it wasn't as fast, and it had like 5 rounds per mag, I believe. But it felt pretty satisfying to use, to be honest. So, yeah, since it was so consistent, it belongs in A. The L11-8A from Modern Warfare 3 goes to the S tier. It was a low-level sniper rifle, but it was a really great one and a very memorable one. The animations were just perfect, like the best animations you could ever ask for. Same thing with the sound and consistency. Not really many hit markers with this thing. It was a really good sniper rifle. Nice. Now we're really getting to the good stuff. The L96 from Black Ops 1 is the S tier. Satisfying sound and animations. Slightly harder to quickscope in Black Ops 1 because the zoom was weird. But it was still a great sniper rifle and definitely very memorable. Now the Lee Enfield from COD World War II. B tier. All around, it did everything perfectly fine. Damage was consistent, speed wasn't too bad. Pretty much a middle of the road sniper rifle. You would get everything you asked for out of it. COD World War II lever action. I have this, but I don't really remember what it was like, so I'm gonna just say not sure. Black Ops 3 Locust. The Black Ops 3 Locust was pretty smooth, I'm not even gonna lie. If it was a boots on the ground game, it would definitely be S tier. But since everyone was flying around and there was no aim assist on snipers, it was a lot harder to aim with this. But it was smooth and pretty good, so I'm gonna have to put it in A. Black Ops 4 Locust. I picked it up off the ground and used it before, but once again, I got locked up by the supply drop system. Literally cost 50 supply drops just to get a single DLC weapon. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of these from Black Ops 4 probably. And Black Ops 3. I think Black Ops 3 system was even shittier. Lw3 Tundra. I like this better than the Paladin, to be honest. B tier. Consistent damage, pretty slow zoom without attachments, but it wasn't bad. It had less power than the Paladin, but felt more consistent for some reason. So I like the Tundra better than the Paladin. And you could just mag feed it. It wasn't an individual reload gun like the Paladin. Now, okay, this is the Advanced Warfare links. It was D. It was an Advanced Warfare version. Oh wait, Advanced Warfare did have a Dragoon. My bad. The links was pretty weak and disappointing compared to the COD Ghost version. It was kind of like an old Modern Warfare 3 Dragoon. Pretty fast fire rate, consistent 2-shot kills, but it was just bad, especially because people were flying around with the exoskeleton and people were flying in the air everywhere. 2-shot kills weren't very optimal with the sniper rifle. Now the COD Ghost links. I would say A. I mean, the mag size wasn't super big, but the damage was just like really strong, the sound was cool, and consistent 1-shot kills. I honestly really liked the COD Ghost snipers. I feel like they were all like consistently good. Oh, I think I left the Maverick A too out, didn't I? Oh well. I never used it, so. The Modern Warfare 2 M21 Ebr. See. It goes to the C tier. The recoil wasn't too bad. It was just basically like a traditional marksman rifle. You sit back and fire really quick, and consistent 2-shot kills were gonna be a thing with this, but it just wasn't as good as the other snipers, but it wasn't like terrible. The M1903 Springfield from COD World War II goes to the A tier, in my opinion. Oh, where did that go? Oh, it went into S. Okay, no, it's definitely not S, but it is A. It was slower than the other sniper rifles, but the max size wasn't super terrible. Slightly slower, but the damage was really high for this thing. And it was unlocked not too late either, so it was actually a really consistent sniper rifle and probably my favorite in the game. The Infinite Warfare M1 Grand is considered a sniper rifle, but feels a lot like it's definitely a DMR, not a sniper rifle. I'm just gonna put that never used because I've never used it. The COD 4 M21 goes to C. The reason why I say C tier is because the damage was enough for 2-shot kills, but then I mean, the other sniper rifles were better than it, but the recoil was more manageable than the Dragon, so it's slightly better. Now, I think this one's called the Moss 36 from COD World War II. I would say it's B tier. It was a consistently damaging weapon, and the mag size was pretty good, and it had a fast zoom, so excuse me, pretty consistent. The COD 4 M40A3 goes to the S tier. It wasn't the strongest sniper rifle in the snipers category. I think it was like the 3rd strongest out of all of them, to be honest. But it had 5 rounds in a mag, and the zoom was just so nice. It was faster than the R700, and also, if you slapped an ACOG on it, you would get a damage boost for some reason. So, pretty good sniper rifle and very iconic. Oh god, I'm losing my breath because of how much I am talking. Oh god, Cold War Barrett. B tier. The reason why it's B tier is because it's so goddamn slow. And the damage is pretty consistent though, very strong. Once again, you can be a bitch, spam it, but it wasn't that crazy or anything. Alright, I'm gonna put Maverick in not sure. I thought I didn't put it here, but I guess I did. But yeah, not sure. I've only used it against like bots mostly. The Moors. Honestly, I would put that in S tier. It was just really memorable in my opinion. It was only 1 shot per mag, but then like the reload was pretty much instant. And the 1-shot kill potential was very consistent as well. So I really liked it. I think it was a good sniper rifle. Now the Modern Warfare 3 MSR goes to the S tier, obviously. I mean, it was literally a fast zoom, pretty fast reload, especially if you had sleight of hand. Damage was really consistent. It was a max level sniper rifle, but it was like the latest unlocked sniper rifle, but it was worth it. It definitely deserves to be the last unlock in the snipers category. The NA-45 from Advanced Warfare. It was very weird, to be honest, because like the first round would fire an explosive like fleshy round. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but it was extremely strange, and then the second one acted as a detonator that you had to fire near it, and then it would explode. That's not going to be very good for a game where everyone's flying around with jetpacks. They're not going to be on the ground a lot, so it'll be pretty hard to actually kill someone with this thing. You could use it to defend points probably, but it wasn't that good. The Black Ops 4 Outlaw. Whoops, where did that go? I would say it's A tier. It was pretty weak, but it was really fast, and if you got the attachments, you could kill people pretty consistently and pretty quick. The 1-shot kill potential was still there for it, despite its weak damage. So, if you were skilled enough to use the aim on it, then it would be a really great weapon for you. Now, the Black Ops 3 PO6. Goes to the B tier. It wasn't satisfying in my opinion. You couldn't even really quickscope with it. But it was a 3-round burst sniper rifle that you would charge up, and then it would do a lot of damage actually. So it was really strong, very strange rifle, but it got the job done. Whew. Oh my god. I'm running out of breath. Oh my gosh, I'm running out of breath. Okay. Anyways, it's like a marathon. The Paladin Hb50 goes to the A tier. The A tier sniper rifle. The reason why is because, well, it was pretty consistent. It was a lot slower, but the damage was there. I really liked the Paladin Hb50, to be honest, and it was a pretty good sniper rifle. I really liked it. Now, the Cold War Paladin. Yeah, I'm gonna give it... I personally didn't like it that much. C tier. It had more damage than the Lw3, but felt less consistent for some reason. And it was an individual reload gun, so reloading would take a while with it. So, not really a huge fan of the Paladin, to be honest. The Proteus. Pre-patch, this thing was a funny gun. It was pretty funny. But after the patches, it just became a below-average sniper shotgun. Whatever that's supposed to mean. The sniper rifle was not that great, didn't feel very satisfying at all. Shotgun was just a regular shotgun, wasn't really anything out of the ordinary. And overall, it just fell short. The Psg One, oh man. Honestly, this thing does deserve a lot of love. It's basically a Black Ops 1 version of the Barrett. Consistent one-shot kills, but also semi-automatic. Very satisfying sounds and animations. It was a smooth gun. Now the PTRS-41 in World at War goes to the S tier. Consistent damage, the strongest sniper rifle in the game. It was fun to use, and you could literally just gib enemies with it. Like, just blow their arms and legs off. It was really satisfying. COD World War II version. It's not the same as that one, but I'll still put it in A. Handling was kind of weird, and you had to get used to it, but the damage was just so consistent. Almost never got hit markers with it, so overall, I think it was a pretty good sniper rifle. But I know not that many people liked it. Now the COD 4 R700. I would say that's A tier. It had 4 rounds and was slower than the M40A3, but it had higher damage, so if you want to go for more damage, the R700 was perfect. The Rsa Interdiction. Never used it that much, cause supply drop weapon. I have no supply drop weapons in Black Ops 3, except for the stupid fucking prize fighters they gave everyone, but the boxing gloves. But apparently it was the only sniper rifle in the game to have aim assist in it, but overall it wasn't even really that good. Nothing like super crazy, and it just felt really weak, to be honest, so it goes to C tier. Okay, I didn't forget it. I was trying to look for it. I thought I forgot something. The Monolith 3 RSASS. I would say B. It goes to B just because you can turn it into an assault rifle and spray with it like an absolute ass. But yeah, that's what like purpose it kind of served in Modern Warfare 3. You could use it like a DMR or like a semi-auto AR instead of a sniper rifle, because it served that purpose way better than being a sniper rifle. The Rytech AMR, F tier. That's only the second one. The shit tech AMR was really shit. The damage was strong, but it didn't matter because this gun was slower than the China Lake. So it was a really bad gun, and after it released, I saw some people using it, but then after that, it just disappeared. Widowmaker. No. That's the S-Tac. I don't know. It was stuck inside a supply drop, so I never seen it. the COD World War II SDK 9mm. Probably A tier. Damage was really high, even though it sounded like a stapler, it actually was really strong. So just because it sounded weak doesn't mean it was weak, and it came with an integral suppressor, so once again another added bonus, just like the Delilah, but it was very strong and pretty easy to handle, to be honest. Handling was satisfying. The Black Ops 4 SDM, I would say B tier. I know people wouldn't agree with me there. They'd probably put it in C or D, to be honest. But it was slightly weaker because it was supposed to be a DMR type of rifle. But I liked the sound of it, and it felt pretty strong, especially if you were hitting headshots. So overall, I thought it was a satisfying weapon to use. I actually liked the SDM quite a bit. The Springfield, I actually didn't put the Kar98, the Mosin, and the Rsa here, because they're all basically the same sniper rifle, just copy and pasted, except with different models and animations. I'll put them in B. You know, the damage, it would get hit marker sometimes, but overall pretty consistent. The zoom was pretty smooth. Honestly, I like the Springfield the best out of all three of them, but yeah, just let me know what you think. I really liked the Psg 100. It was slower than the Locust, and probably not as good, I would say, but the damage was there, it's consistent, very powerful. And then that rechamber animation was just really satisfying to look at too. It automatically rechambered, and it was just really cool when I saw it. This is the SVO from Advanced Warfare. Would never know, because I actually never had Advanced Warfare on PS4. The SVU, I believe it's called, from Black Ops 2. This would go in B tier. Not my favorite sniper rifle, but it was like the Dragunov. I think this basically is the Dragunov, because the SVU is like a different version of the Dragunov. But the damage was like mostly 2-shot kills, but that was really fast, and the recoil was pretty much like didn't exist at all. So it was a really good, very consistent sniper rifle overall. The Swiss K31. I don't know how I would rank that one, to be honest. Wait, where's the Black Ops 4 Locust? Did I already put that somewhere? I don't know. I think I'm just forgetting because there's so many guns here. The Advanced Warfare Intervention. It should just stop trying to be the Intervention. It was good. The damage was nice, and it was pretty satisfying to use, especially compared to most of the sniper rifles. But it wasn't the Intervention. It just wasn't. And honestly, I don't think anything ever will be the Intervention. Trek 50. It had like one shot. It was kind of like the Moors. I'd say B because the reload was slower than the Moors, and the damage was there because it was only one shot, so might as well make it do a lot of damage. What is this? I can't even see this. Oh my gosh, they're all getting cut off. Is that the Rsa? Never used it. From Vanguard. Okay, the USR is S tier. Pretty fast zoom, pretty fast bolt, consistent damage. It was faster than the L11 it was faster than the L11 that was in COD Ghost. So the USR was overall the best sniper in COD Ghost, probably. The Vendetta. The Stapler Sniper. This is basically what that was. Basically a Black Ops 4 Dragunov. It was pretty fast. I haven't used it that much, but I heard it's pretty garbage, and it just killed all the hype that was around it, so it wasn't really that good. The VKS, I consistently used all the snipers in COD Ghost. I think they were all pretty good, but this one is the lowest of all of them, because it came with the integral suppressor, which was nice. Damage was consistent, but the VKS came with damage drop-off, which isn't really a thing that's in sniper rifles. so it was kind of strange using the VKS and Ghost, but still pretty consistent nonetheless. The Black Ops 1 WA 2000 was a D tier. I mean, it was slightly better than the Dragunov, but that's not really that good anyway, so less recoil than the Dragunov, pretty low mag size, and pretty low damage, overall bad. Another WA 2000, but Modern Warfare 2. Whoops. Oh, ad blocker, okay, this is a shit-ass version of the M21 Ebr, so, it goes to the F tier. It was a pretty fast fire rate, 2-shot kills were consistent with it, but I think it came with like 6 rounds in the mag by default, so, pretty ass gun. Not pretty ass gun, I mean like it's a pretty ass gun. Widowmaker goes to B. If it were a boots on the ground game, it'd probably be an A, but since everyone was flying around, it was hard to hit shots with it. But it would actually fire 2 shots at a time, which was really weird. That's not really anything we've ever seen in COD, but damage was pretty good with it, so the 2 shots with it actually made it slightly easier to hit shots. The WZ-35 is probably one of the most ass weapons of all time. It was just really, it was pretty consistent damage-wise, kind of like the PTRS, but the handling was absolute dog shit, and then it was just really slow bolt too. It was probably slower than the Rytech Zoom. The Black Ops 3 XPR 50 probably goes B tier. It just doesn't feel the same as the Black Ops 2 version, especially when everyone's jumping around in those stupid exosuits or whatever they're called. Honestly though, damage was there. The sound wasn't as good, but the animations were pretty much the same. So overall, pretty good weapon. Black Ops 2 XPR deserves some love. A tier, S tier. Oh, it's in between there. I would say A tier. It wasn't the same as the Ballista, the DSR, but very consistent one-shot damage, pretty fast fire rate, and smooth handling. Pretty much everything you could ask for out of a sniper rifle, especially if it's semi-auto, that's even better. ZRG. I don't like it. It's just really slow. The damage was there, but overall just a very sluggish feeling weapon. It would just bring you to the ground. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the tier list. I have just ranked, I believe that's 85 sniper rifles right there. Excuse me. If you think I missed any, just let me know in the comments. If you have a different opinion, also let me know. Anyways, that's gonna be it for the video. Peace out.